Hey everyone, well, I just wanted to do this quick video before I do my other video. So this is your update on Rocco from Growing with Rocco. He called me today to let me know how he's doing from the hospital, since he's kind of incapacitated and can't do any videos right now. Did he send me a selfie from the hospital? Absolutely. So you guys know he really is in the hospital. He really did have surgery. He had spinal fusion. He said that the morphine and the Vicodin that they gave him, he's still in pain, but hey, that's to be expected. What do you expect? They're trying to get him to get up and walk. This painting back here, like I said, is the Labor family property, Darby Creek. I paint his likeness right there in the painting. Yes, and maybe I did that for a reason. Right now, he cannot really get up and be too mobile at the moment. It hurts to walk. I was afraid of that. I was afraid that this would demobilize him. I was very afraid of that. He can move his legs, but it hurts to get up and put any pressure. It hurts him to get up and put any kind of pressure on his legs because it hurts his back. So, did the surgery help? They told him after you have surgery, the pain goes away. The pain didn't go away. It made it worse. It made it worse. The one doctor that he went to that ran all the tests before the surgery said specifically, your injury is old and was caused by something while you were in the service. So his injury is service connected. Well, you know, his discharge paper says that the United States Navy was responsible. They never took responsibility back when he got out. And I think now it's time. Now it's time. Our men and women in uniform get neglected on a daily basis, and it's really sad. My friend of 8 years, in which I try to gently, very patiently, because in my lifetime growing up, I've taken care of people with disabilities of many kinds, the blind, the deaf. One person was deaf and blind and anorexic. That you would think by itself is, would be a hard person to take care of. But I got her to actually eat. I actually got the child to eat and to realize that if she wanted to do something, she had to eat. She was too skinny. She started to look like a walking skeleton. So I told her, if you wanted me to teach you how to draw, you had to eat your food. Otherwise, you couldn't have a reward. And I talked to her parents about, if you wanted to reward her, tell her she had to eat everything on her plate, or she can't be rewarded with anything. She can't go do anything like going to the ball. She can't go to a theme park. She can't go to the pool. She just has to stay at home and go to school. That's it. And they did that, and it worked. It worked. The child started eating. And I'll tell you what, I've also taken care of diabetics, people that were born with bladder issues. They had to have surgery to fix that. And that child, I'm going to tell you, when I found her in the park, when I lived in Norfolk, and the little diabetic child that I took care of, and her brother, we were walking to the park, and we found the other child, the one that always got the bladder surgery. She didn't know she wet herself. I told the other two kids, I'm like, don't you make fun of her. Don't you make fun of her, because you got to remember, you got your own problem. I told them, you make a circle around her. I whispered to the child's ear, I'm like, we got to walk you home. You didn't know you wet yourself. She looked down. I'm like, don't you cry. Let's walk you home. She tried to cry. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just walk you home. Her mom was so grateful. But I was a Shriners kid myself. At the age of 5, I was in a wheelchair. I did not have anybody come visit me in the hospital. And that's why after I'm done with the sewing my suit, I really want to reach out to the community to reach out to the Shriners. Because there's kids out there, trust me. There's kids out there, they don't have anybody. They have no one. Yes, there are Shriners that do help, trust me. But there are these children that absolutely have just no one. And they may want to feel like someone actually cared enough to make something just for them. Just for them. You don't have to know their name. They don't have to know your name. Shriners just gives them the toy that you made for them. Or maybe they measure the child and you make them a garment to go with the toy. You may knit, crochet, and or sew it. We'll see what can happen with that. As the community grows, we may grow stronger and go longer with this. But like I said, with my friend Rocco, I'm really hoping he gets stronger in his struggle right now, because he was supposed to leave the hospital today, but he's in a lot of pain. And I know what it's like. I've had 2 knee surgeries. The second one was to fix the botch up from the first one, and now I live with a really long, nasty scar on my right knee. And I don't let the scar bother me. I kind of figure it is a battle scar. Hey, I had a surgery, whoop-de-doo. It's part of my body. Deal with it. Take it, believe it. I'm still a person. It's just part of my body. And I have a scar on my shoulder. It's right here. You can barely see it because of my tan. I have a scar right here from when my youngest was a baby. She was only maybe a couple of months old, and we had moved to Texas. And at that time, there was this uneven sidewalk between a hotel and a restaurant we went to. And I went out because she got hungry and she also needed change, and I was feeding her at the time. So I didn't see the uneven sidewalk. Thank goodness I had a really thick crocheted blanket in her car seat at the time, because that blanket hit the ground before she did. I hit the ground, my knee split open, my shoulder split open. I was more worried about the kid than me. I was more worried about my baby than myself. Now, should that tell you something? Mm-hmm. I was more worried about my child than myself. It tells you just how selfless that I am, because I was more worried about my child than myself. I mean, like I said, with Rocco, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, if his pain doesn't go away today, and if he can't get out walking, like they need him to do without the pain being so extreme, he won't get to leave from there until tomorrow. And it's going to have to be ambulatory. Because he can't sit the way they need him to sit. They made it worse. I was afraid of that. They made it worse. Don't think that spinal fusion is the glorious saving grace of your spine for everyone. It's not. It's not meant for everyone. It's not the saving grace of everybody. It only works for a certain amount of people, but it doesn't work for everybody. I feel like they used him as a test subject because it was the VA. The VA. Let me tell you something. The military. Well, no, actually, I can't. But if I was able to tell you how many human test subjects were used, for medical purposes, then I would tell you, but I can't. Because if I could, I would. But I can't. Because if I did, the camo dudes would show at the door. Or the MIB, or the somebody would be all, no, because I just feel like they used him for a test subject, and it's really sad. And then he forgot a part for charging his phone. I have no way to get to him. I wish I did. I'm not in the same state. I feel really bad for him. I really do. I feel really bad for him. So, still, let's keep Rocco in our thoughts. I did get my material pinned together. So after I do this video, I'm going to do the video for suiting up part 3 of sewing this together. I might already go ahead and just like sew it together and then start that video because I'm tired. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. You could probably tell. Yeah, I didn't sleep well. And then I have my eye appointment in the morning, so I actually need to just like knock these videos out and catch some sleep. I gotta go to bed early tonight. And I just have one of those headaches, and I had 3 waking seizures last night, so that doesn't help me. Yeah. 3 waking seizures. Those are scary. Yeah. Epilepsy sucks. My people of YouTube. So, anyway, with that said, that's the other reason why I'm tired. My ribs are really sore. So, sitting at the sewing machine today is going to be really tedious for me. And I won't be able to sit for too long. So, I'm glad I have 2 weeks to pull this together. Yay! Yay! The skirt won't take that long. The skirt will only take a day. Yeah, and if I have enough fabric there, I'll probably just do a circle skirt or a square circle skirt. If you haven't seen a square circle skirt, well, I'll tell you about that in the next video. So until then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed, because I almost messed up my outro because I'm tired. And remember something. Always think about your alternatives when it comes down to procedures, rather than going with the first thing and go over that, because you don't want to end up in a wheelchair. Trust me, it's not fun. I'm 10 years out of a wheelchair. I was in for 5 years. I didn't like that thing. It was no fun. If he ends up in a wheelchair, the VA is responsible for providing him a brand new vehicle. They are responsible for it. They have to provide him with handicap accessible vehicle because it's their fault. It's their doctor. Think about that. It's weird, like my hair looks digital right there. That's kind of funny. That's some Matrix stuff right there. Anyway, that is strange. Oh well, it's hump day. My hair looks like it's stuck in the Matrix. I will see you guys for the next video, and that is for suiting up part 3. Like I said, I think I might just go ahead and sew this together, take a nap, and then show it to you before I finish it up. And then I'll show you that part when I'm finishing up the shirt. Sound like an idea?